everyone, so we're here with the Be Supreme Spotlight. My name is Rahnilia Mciver and I am a visual artist. Today I will be interviewing Bootsie Dawkins, who is owner and the director of Be Supreme Productions. So how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
I'm good. I'm glad to have you here.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you said, I'm Bootsie Dawkins. I'm a director. I'm from Richmond County, Hamlet, North Carolina, where I was born and raised. I went to Richmond Senior High. I played football, I played sports, all sports, basketball, baseball. When I graduated, I went to Campbell University. I went there for 2 years and I ended up transferring. I went to North Carolina A&T where I graduated in 2016. I started my business, Be Supreme, in 2000. Well, I initially started shooting in 2013. I started my business officially around 2015.
Okay, so what inspired you to become a director?
One thing, I always had a passion for film. I always had a passion for movies, shows, a very detailed passion where I would watch movies and I would look at just the cadence of things, and I would look at how scenes was laid out, not even understanding that I'm really learning how to edit things. I'm learning how to produce things. I'm learning how to shoot. And we would just recite movies all the time. We'll watch the same movies over and over, especially comedies, thrillers, and we'll recite them over and over. And that repetition, it kind of teaching you a lot of things that you don't even notice.
Yeah.
So I could start getting into film like that. It was just through my pure passion of watching films.
So you said, you watch movies over and over. Was there a film or a director that influenced you the most?
Oh, for sure. Spike Lee, 100%. Spike Lee. It's new directors like Ava DuVernay. I love Ava DuVernay. That's probably, in the new school, I would definitely say she's my favorite. I like Ryan Coogler, Jordan Peele. There's definitely a couple directors that I love, but Spike Lee is somebody that I look at his style and I look at how over the years, you can watch a film that he created from 1980 something and you can apply that to what's happening today. And that's how I kind of want my films to be. Even if it's a comedy, even if it's a thriller, even if it's whatever it is, whatever genre.
Okay, so my next question is, you said that Spike Lee inspired you, or your biggest inspiration. Did he influence your directing style, or how
Yeah, for sure. He definitely do. Cause with Spike Lee, anybody that watch Spike Lee and they understand his style, he's not he's someone that's gonna add some flair to his film. His just from the angles of his shot, you had the Dutch angle, which he don't call the Dutch angle anymore. I commented that on his page one day, and he was like, "We don't call it the Dutch angle anymore." But it's if you're not familiar with it, it's a slanted angle that he made popular through films early, to Do the Right Thing. He had that in there.
Okay, so questions, because I took a film class once, and so is the Dutch angle doesn't it let you know when there's danger?
Yeah, it's danger, aggression. It's a very strong camera angle to where you know that something's just not right. You're off. You're not balanced. So he used it on Do the Right Thing. He used it for Radio Raheem. He used it for him. That's when the mood in the film changed. Every time Radio Raheem, he had a leitmotif that was Do the Right Thing. The song, the song Do the Right Thing. That was actually created for the film. It was the leitmotif for him. So every time he would come into a room, every time you would see him, that song would play. So it became very powerful. So if that camera angle is shown with that song, that's a very powerful shot.
Okay. So do you have any up and coming projects?
Yeah. One of my biggest, I have my documentary that I've been working on, is based on something that happened here in Richmond County. I'm not gonna go 100% into details.
Come on, you gotta tell us. You gotta give us the scoop.
Now I ain't gonna go 100%, but when it's ready, like I'll let a little bit more out. But most people around here, they know what I've been working on, and it's not many big things that has happened as far as. I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna take that back. There's a lot of history here that needs to be tapped into, but something that was on this scale, this was something that was very, very, very big and impacted a lot of people's lives.
Wow. You guys better watch it, okay?
Yeah.
So what sets Be Supreme Productions apart from everyone else?
I feel like what we do here is totally different from, like, I'm not just a videographer. Mm-hmm. I'm not just like somebody that's gonna pull up with a camera and just shoot. Like, overall, I love shooting weddings. I love shooting movies. I love shooting music videos, commercials. But like my passion when it comes to shooting the films is totally different. And I know that it's no one that's in the area, or I don't know anyone, period, that's kind of specializing in all those fields, like kind of perfecting all those fields. I don't know anyone that's doing that, so I would like to continue to do that, but kind of parlay into the film industry a lot more.
So, like, what are three ways you would describe Be Supreme Productions?
Innovative, I would say we're not afraid to do something that's totally different. Mm-hmm. We're not afraid to step outside of a certain genre or what you expect to see. And
so, like, you're willing to push the envelope, take
yeah,
risks.
For sure. Like I said, like innovative. Reason why I say innovative is like nobody around here, as I was telling you this also before we start shooting. Nobody around here shoots like is doing the film thing. Mm-hmm. So, not just doing the film thing, I wanted to take it the second step, and I wanted to control the distribution. Okay. I wanted to control like how I was putting it out. So, around me releasing the film, I like to make it an event. So I like to premiere things.
Like a red carpet?
Yeah, I like to do a red.
Thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like in November we did the premiere. That was my first premiere that I did, and that was one of my big dreams. Like I really wanted to do a premiere, but not just do a premiere. I wanted to do it in my hometown. Mm-hmm. Like I moved to Greensboro and everything, where it's a lot more people. It's easy to do that type of thing. But I would prefer to do that here because we don't have things like that.
We don't.
Like you can go anywhere and go to a movie theater like in any other city, but here, no, you're not gonna get that. So I created this thing called Be Supreme Theater.
So like, are you the first like mainstream director from this town?
I mean, I don't know any other ones.
Oh.
I don't know any other ones. So yeah, as far as what make us different though, back there, I feel like it's no one that's trying to focus on doing like documentaries, doing short films, doing music videos. There's no one that's doing it, and also making those things kind of connect. Mm-hmm. Even with the interview platform, the Be Supreme Spotlight, like this was created because I wanted to put a spotlight on individuals that's putting a lot of work into their craft. Like me, I start understanding like when you learn a craft and you get into a craft, you understand how much work it takes for people to actually become an expert in their craft. Mm-hmm. So like I became an expert because I feel like have you ever heard of the 10,000 hour rule?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, actually I think I know what it is.
Yeah,
you practice something
for 10,000 hours. That's when you feel like you're an expert. Mm-hmm. So. And I mean, you should never. Even if you put in 10,000, that don't mean you stop. Like you should never stop learning. You should always. That's why, like I said, with innovative. Even with the movie premiere we did, I did the tickets, and I would go. I did them at small businesses around Richmond County, and that's where you could go and purchase them. But you could also purchase online as well. But part of that, if you actually go to the the location. You can scan the movie posters that was hanging up, and you can buy the tickets from there as well.
Oh, I
so
didn't know that. That's cool.
So they had it like that, and with our recent releases, Quarantine, I did a DVD, which is, this might not be as something that you would think is innovative, but it in my eyes it is, because that's kind of a market that's untapped, because even here in Richmond County, there's a lot of people that still watching DVD.
True. My grandma, my mom, all of them.
A lot of people, like, I don't really watch them because I don't have nothing to watch. I'm gonna stream something, most likely. I'm gonna just watch it online. But it's people, like you said, it's people that's watching DVDs. So I was like, that's a market that we definitely need to be providing to, because everybody don't go online, go on YouTube. Everybody's not comfortable with doing it.
Yeah.
So for that, and even with that, I also provide on the back of the DVDs where you can scan the barcode, and you have a digital copy as well with the DVDs.
So y'all have no reason not to watch this stuff, basically. That is what he's saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in your face.
So, like, what is your message? What are you trying to get across to the people?
My message is really, like, just follow your dreams. Like, I know that really is cliche, because I feel cliche though. Saying it. Yeah, I feel, but it's true. One thing I hadn't even said, like, when I was 22, I got shot.
Oh.
Yeah, so
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. So I got shot when I was 22, and that kind of, like, it changed, like, the way I look at things, the way I looked at life, and, like, what I wanted out of life. It made me, like, no, I really wanted to leave a legacy instead of just being here, having fun, enjoying. Like, people, of course, you want to have fun and enjoy life, but when it's all said and done, like, I want you to be able to look back at Bootsie Dawkins and see everything he did, see what type of mind he had, see how he think, see where his heart was. Like, I want to see that I gave back in more ways than one. Like, knowledge, whatever I need to give, like, I'll give.
Yeah. And finally, like I said before, I'm a up and coming visual artist, and like I want to go into the entertainment business. So like people like me, what kind of tips or suggestions or advice you could give?
Honestly, the best thing, and I know this is something that I was talking to you about before we started, like, sometimes you just got to create your own, and you got to create your own path, because even like being where we're from here in Richmond County, like, it's nobody that's going to tell you how to do what you're trying to do, because they don't know, and also like nobody has the same vision as you have. Like, the things that you want to do, your aspirations, they're not gonna see that, they're not gonna understand it, but you know it is in your head. Like, it's clear as day to you, where it may not be quite as clear, but you know what you want to do, and as you do it, sometimes that's when the clarity really comes. You push through it, that's when it really comes.
Like, from just this interview alone, I can tell you're very passionate about what you do. And we look forward to seeing all your future work. And thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for interviewing.